Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another layout that I completed at the crop that I went to in mid-April. And as you can tell there, I think I'm watching some booktube while I complete this page. I didn't watch the last time I went to a crop. If you remember, I pretty much watched the entire first season of This Is Us, and I said this time I am not doing that because my friend Karen was going to be there and I hadn't seen her since the April before, and so I knew that I just wanted to chat. But this was either early in the morning or she was off doing some, because there's some classes that you can take or some cards that you can make. So I think she was at another table doing some cards or some extra pages or something like that. So she wasn't sitting there, so I was listening to a bit of booktube, but I didn't take out my iPad that much this time, which I'm really happy about that. So this is again a page kit that I put together with scraps. So this is leftovers from the Scrapathon that, you know, I felt like I wanted to get some of these scraps and some of these leftover embellishments put on some pages. A lot of the scraps, I'm going to use them pretty much in the size that they're in, but this one right here, it was still a full-size sheet, and that's what I find too sometimes is when I make page kits, I add in that page kit way more than I need. And then that way, when I'm putting that page together, whether I'm at a crop, whether I'm at home, I don't need to go digging around for stuff. So I'm okay if I, end up doing a page kit and there's, even a whole pattern paper that I don't end up touching. I try to put between, 3 to 5 pattern papers. 5 is a lot, but I always try to put at least 3 pattern papers. And then the embellishments, I try to put between 30 to 50 pieces of embellishments. And again, that sounds like a lot, but I'm counting like every single piece of, like, let's say enamel dots. So on, a little strip of enamel dots, there could be like 10 enamel dots. So that's 10 pieces. So, probably more closer to 30 little pieces of embellishments. And then what I do is, as I put my page together, I just grab the embellishments that I have with the page kit, and then I move them around on the page. Now, this is a picture of the hotel that me and my friend Ev stayed at when we went to Las Vegas. It was called, the Flamingo. And this page will be all done. And my friend Karen when she came back and she saw this page, she goes, "Oh, I have these huge flamingos that you could put on this page." So when you look at the close-ups, there's going to be a large flamingo to the right of the photo, because I'm going to move around some of these embellishments right now. One of the embellishment cluster is to the bottom left of the photo, and I'm going to move that so that it's to the bottom right of the photo. And then the flamingo will be right there, snugged into the photo. So I mounted the photo on some light pink cardstock, and then I remounted it again on a darker pink, and then I made that polka dot paper to about a 6 by 8.5. I don't really measure. If you saw, I put the photo on top of it and kind of eyeballed how much of a border I wanted around the photo. Then I made 2 vertical borders with the pattern papers in the sizes that they're in, and I love doing that. I love taking the pattern papers, putting them on the layout in the sizes that they're in, and I find it takes away a lot of the thinking. I don't have to think, should I cut this down to 4 by 6 or 4 by 4, or should I make little blocks? That's one of the reasons I love scrapping with scraps so much, is that you end up making a page in no time at all, and you just use the pattern papers in the sizes that they ended up being cut apart from the previous layout. While I'm putting the embellishments together, the embellishment clusters, I just want to talk about a couple things. First thing, I just want to mention, I mentioned on another video, but just in case you missed it, my uploading for YouTube is going to change for the next little while. It's going to be every Monday and Thursday. So instead of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, until I'm 100%, I'm getting close to being 100%, but I don't have a lot of videos up, ahead. So until I can, be ahead of the game, I'm going to leave it to Mondays and Thursdays. And like this week, you're going to have Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, because on Wednesday, I'm going to do my design team unboxing for Cheeky Studio for the month of June. So I'm going to upload that on Wednesday. So that'll be 3 this week, but most weeks it'll just be Mondays and Thursdays for the next little bit. And when this video goes up on Thursday, I will be in New York. So I'm saying hi from New York. Well, not really. I'm still home right now, but when you watch this, I'll be in New York. So I'll probably upload something on my Facebook group of us in New York or something, and on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's nicole.jones911. I'll also have it in the link in the description, or a link in the description box below. As I'm filming this or doing the voiceover, we're Monday today, May 28th. So I'm kind of getting ready for when I leave. And so this will be up on Thursday. If you can tell, I don't know, I mentioned this in a few videos, but when I went to this crop, everybody was sick, including my table mates. They were both super sick. Karen was starting to feel a little better, but she was still a little sick, and my friend Ev was super sick. So I went and got some antibacterial stuff. So I went through almost an entire bottle that weekend, and to make sure that I wasn't going to get sick, because I couldn't get sick because my surgery was less than 2 weeks after this. But anyway, I just thought it was funny that I forgot how often I was putting that disinfectant on my hands. So yes, this is Monday. Tomorrow morning, 5:30 in the morning, we are going to be leaving. I'm going to be picking up my friend Ev, and then we're going to Starbucks. We have to be there at 6:30 in the morning, and then we are leaving. We're going to get to New York tomorrow, May 29th, at 9:30 at night. So I don't think we're going to do too much that night. We'll probably just hang around the hotel and stuff, and get ready for the next morning, because we're getting up bright and early. Now, the forecast is not that great. I know there's one day they're calling for rain, so please let it not be rain. So I am bringing a coat that will, take a little bit of rain. It's not going to stop us from having fun, I know that, but it would be nice if we had some sunshine as we're, walking around New York City. And also that week, the next weekend, like while we're there, it's BookCon in New York. And I know for a fact that a lot of my favorite YouTubers, booktubers, are going to be in New York. So I'm going to be like looking around everywhere in New York for some booktubers like Reagan from Peru's Project, and Haley from Haley in Bookland, and who else did I see was going? Chelsea from Chelsea Dolling, and Julie from Pages and Pens. There's so many people that are going to be there. So my eyes are and Jessie the Reader, and Katie from Katie-tastic, and there's so many. I can't think of them all, but I know they're all going to be in New York, so I'm going to have my eyes peeled. I'm going to be fangirling there a little bit with all my favorite booktubers in New York City. I bet you guys didn't know I was such a nerd, right? I love books, and I love listening to YouTube videos about books. But anyway, this is not about books. This is about my trip to Vegas with my friend Ev. And I've done quite a few videos about her, and that she's my adventure buddy, and that has not changed. That's who I'm going to New York with tomorrow, and who I'm cruising with in February. Her and my friend Karen were both going to the one in February, so I'm looking forward to that. So the last time her and I traveled together was when I started with 911, which was 2007. Her and I went away in January of 2007, and I started with 911 in February of 2007, and I have not gone on a girl trip ever since. So this is going to be fun. I am planning, to travel with my husband too. just putting it out there. We're looking at, because now I work and have 2 weeks off at a time, we're going to be looking at some of those sell-off vacation, the ones that they can't quite sell the whole thing and then they sell it for really cheap. So that's what we're going to be looking for next year. We're planning on doing a couple of those in the new year, because in 1 month from now, we'll have been married for 25 years. And on the same day, we will have been together for 26 years. Fun fact, I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I should do a page about that. But my husband and I met on June 18th, 1992, and we got married on June 18th, 1993. So exactly 1 year later. And can you believe that we did not plan that? That's when the church was available. But anyway, I'll do a page about that and talk about, because that's coming up in about less than a month, our 25th anniversary. But that's it. I'm going to add some, what is that? Heidi Swap, the black velvet as spots. I just like adding something that has a lot of contrast to the layout. And that's going to complete this layout. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up and maybe leave me a comment down below. Maybe say hi to me in New York from wherever you are. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.